Yo, 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 what's good? It's King Sin. Glad to finally put the voice, well, a face to the voice pretty much. I've been doing this video thing for a little while. Started with PS3, 2K14, Call of Duty Ghosts, tutorials on overall defense, things like that. Pretty much I'm just here to give, it's late, but rather late than never, a review on 2K14. Well, actually, it's 2K14 in the Xbox One system in general. I have the PS4 and Xbox One. As you can see right there, one of the big things I'm gonna touch on is charging. Guys get charged just by literally standing still and pressing the charge button. Your arm could just like you could just breathe on them and they're gonna fall. That's how frustrating it is in this game. It's one of the biggest things. The second thing was that fast forward that Raymond Felton just did. But Amari Stoudemire got to the rack in literally like zero point 0.5 seconds. It happens in random spurts. It happens a lot. Those are things that I feel like really just diminish 2K14 in general. And people say, "Oh, 2K15 is about to come out." I honestly think that um, 2K Sports in general just made a lot of money off of a lot of diehard fans by just throwing out a garbage game and just knowing that fans would buy it just because it's 2K. This is the reason why I think that 2K15 is not going to be all of that. People are saying, "Oh, the graphics look good," so on and so forth. I have not seen one gameplay video yet, and this is about 2 weeks prior to the game being released. I have not seen one gameplay video yet. Same thing with the regular 2K. They put it out. They were putting out all these trailers, videos. People are like, "Oh my God, it looks gorgeous." Game comes out. The gameplay is absolutely horrible. It's probably the worst 2K game I've ever played in my life. I bought it for the Xbox One and the PS4. The PS4 runs a lot smoother than the Xbox One version. However, they're both garbage. Few things. Well, the biggest issues would be number one, the charge button. People will literally stand still, press charge. You could breathe on them, barely touch them, brisk them, they fall, they get the charge call. I'll say about 80% of the time. I've recorded games where I literally just sat there and just counted how many times these dudes got the charges. And it's very, very frustrating, especially when you want to put your all into the game and then you're losing because somebody's just literally a cheese or an exploit person. That's one thing. The second thing is the releases. It doesn't matter how perfect your release is. Sometimes, especially, I feel like this is more so on the Xbox One. You can have an excellent release and still miss the shot. The person could be wide open. You take your time. You set your feet. You take the three wide open. Majority of the time, it's not going to go, which is understandable. They want to make it more realistic. However, I feel like with an excellent release or releasing at the top of your jump, you should have a higher percentage of shots. I've gone games where I'm like 8 and freaking 30 with like Carmelo, Paul George, Kevin Durant. They're wide open, they're missing these shots, or they could create, get to the basket, and then they're missing layups, they're missing shots, or because of the name of competition. I've been blowing guys out by 20 simply by just moving the ball, getting to the rack, passing the ball, and then 2K just drags them back into it. So it's not like they're doing anything better. They're doing the same things. It's just 2K is just leaving that gap open so that you don't blow them out. And then if you're winning the game, you're winning the game. I understand in the name of competition. However, you're just ruining the game. In Madden, I could be beating a guy about 5 touchdowns. If you suck, you suck. I shouldn't have to be penalized because you suck in the game. And 2K wants to give you or make it a fair advantage. So there are a few things that really, really piss me off about 2K. The graphics, like I said, the game looks absolutely garbage. But gameplay wise, everything else wise, the system is just horrible. Um, the reason why I think Live will be better than 2K this year is because last year Live came out with a lot of good features that nobody expected. And the reason why Live wasn't really talked about is because nobody knew Live was coming out last year. That's another thing that really pisses me off. The random reaching that just knocks the ball out. Nobody thought Live was coming out last year. It came out graphics wise, it sucked, but gameplay wise, it was a lot better than 2K actually is. So I feel like this year Live will be better than 2K for the simple fact now they have a model to go after. They did get some sales last year. They were giving away a lot to try and get people back into it. But now 2K has something to go against. But I feel like Live, once they fix their graphics, they're going to be better than 2K. Again, this is King Sin on YouTube, PS3, and Xbox